And we're back straight into the game. Force Majeure Moscow. We've seen these guys a lot of times in the finals as they take all 5 positions. On the other side, the opposing team is Bad Boy Os 2, which is their second team. They never made it to the finals yet. So they're the underexperienced team. But hey, they've been playing very well. They've understood this field. And they actually get the first kill, shooting off 2 players. And for now, I think the whole snake side's open now. As he goes into the snake, great move. As we're looking still onto Force Majeure Moscow. But Moscow not into the snake. Now the Moscow guy trying to fill out all the way to the corner. And if he makes that, then that's a good opposition for the snake player of Bad Boys Os 2. That is in the snake 1. Oh, and he shot him on the head. Nice shot. And now he's going to roll all the way down the snake and shoot people in the back. But he knows he's there because he hears the... And he sees him now, so he's trying to shoot him in the back, and he will, probably. Oh, and slap, but he trades out with the Dorito, and that's where the experience comes from. So it's 2-on-1, 3-on-1 actually, and they're coming and getting him. Oh, and that's overdoing it, and that's where the experience comes from, but he did get the last shot. So, way to go, Bad Boys Os, scoring the first point against Force Majeure Moscow. Now, Force Majeure Moscow, of course, is a team we have seen in the finals before. I remember even a year or 2 back, I had them up here, 2 of the Russian players, to do a little bit of commentary for 1 point in Russia, just for the Russian viewers at home. And that was fun. But now, of course, we decided to keep it to English because it's easier understandable for everybody. But Force Majeure Moscow has been around for some time, and, well, sometimes you see them in the finals. Haven't been doing too well, if I can just check. I think they've done not that good this year. Oh, they have actually. They have been 4th in the first, which is Push second. So now they'll be 1st or 2nd again. And lucky 15s, they actually had the 1st position. Now probably they'll lose that because they had 2 points in advance on general standings, which means that yeah, they will take it. And especially, I just saw lucky 15s. Well, that's quite surprising. At their home, being helped with by Clint Moore, they're only on 14th position in this tournament, which means, well, they'll lose points. Of course, the top 4 teams of these divisions will move up a division. So, and just to give you a quick check on Bad Boys Os are only 23rd in the general ranking out of 25. They became 16th in the first and 24th. Which is last in the second. So that means, well, that's a good thing to do. In the last tournament, they were last, and if they win this, then this time they'll be 1st. So way to go to Bad Boys Os 2 to push it all the way through here, as we're looking onto them. Now, of course, these are Dutch young players. We've seen a few of these guys also in the one-on-ones. And honestly, well, they've been playing very well. Very young kids, but this is paintball's future. So this is what you want to see, is young kids like this battling it out, getting experience, and I'm sure I'm going to see these guys in about 5 years in CPL, if they continue, of course, playing paintball. Sometimes you get demotivated. As we're looking on to renders, Poelgeest, Pauwels, and Verhoeven. Sorry for my Dutch pronunciation, haven't pronounced Dutch all weekend. And all 5 alive again on the Dutch side, making their spots. But also all 5 alive on Force Majeure. And doubling up, Force Majeure doubling up the back center and trying to get that critical shot. Now the Dutch trying to make it to the corner. Did he make that alive? Overslid a little bit because it's of course slippery. Wow, and a nice move into the snake. And now, oh, there comes a 1-for-1 and oh, too bad, too bad. The 2 Dutch guys were in it, but then the corner got, well, the corner on the Dutch team got a 1-for-1. They pulled the snake, and that leaves the whole snake open to get that last guy who's in the back center, and there they go. So that's a shame it happened that way for Bad Boys Os. They had that, but you know, if you slide into a corner playing such a good Russian team, you have to go there for a check automatically. Ask for a check. You don't get the penalty, and with the snake guy alive, he would have been able to shoot either one of the two because what happened was Force Majeure Moscow tried to get the corner, but not only one player, but two players. So they're actually pushing each other out, saying, no, I want to be in this corner, no, I want to be in this corner. So if that snake one player of Bad Boys Oz would have been alive, he would have been able to shoot across. So, not good for Bad Boys Oz, but that will happen. So what Bad Boys Oz would have wanted to do was shoot like that, straight away on here, but he couldn't. And he couldn't do that shot because he got pulled on the 1-for-1. It would have been an easy shot for him to at least get one of these two, and maybe then try to get a second one, but because the whole side was pulled. And then, of course, on the second move, on the Dorito side, two Bad Boys Oz players got shot almost at the same time, which left only the back center. And then being alone in that back center is not fun, especially not with 5 Russians running at you. And you go like, oh no, 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 no. So, but I'm sure that they found out what the mistake was, and I'm sure they're going to tell the player that went to the corner, please, if you run to the corner, get yourself checked by the refs. As we're looking into the pits, in the pits we have Force Majeure Moscow, and, well, they look quite relaxed. It can be, it's only one-on-one. Now, of course, this is a division where we play 10 minutes, race to 4, and whoever gets the 4 points first, or whoever has the most points after 10 minutes of playing time. And this is Mr. Renders from the Netherlands, from Bad Boys Oz. And actually, funny detail is Oz, where they're from, is actually a place which is, well, let's say 20 kilometers from my hometown, Wiegen, where I come from originally. And I'm joined up here with my co-host that has gone for a little while. He had other obligations, but he's back now, Mr. Nick Sloviak.
Yeah, had to find a hotel to stay tonight.
Oh, you should have told me because I slept in my room.
Ooh, I like that.
I have
no, I gotta.
No, but I had a bench. You know, I have a.
Yeah, I gotta take Cena to the airport in the morning, so his flight's pretty early tomorrow, so I gotta make sure that I get him there in good time.
Oh, so they're making you taxi now.
Yeah, you know what? That's what I'm always doing.
So back to the game. The Bad Boy Oz trying to go for the corner, asking this time for a check, and smart enough this time not getting the 1-for-1, which cost them the points earlier on. So now we see Bad Boys Oz. Oh, a Bad Boy Oz player getting shot, and there comes a 1-for-1 automatically. They get shot on the loader, and then not asking for a check gives you a 1-for-1 automatically.
Bunch of cheaters. A lot of penalties throughout all these games today. The refs are definitely on top of it. You know, like Maury said, you got to ask for a check, man. If you even suspect that you have, you know, anything coming close to you, better safe than sorry, and ask for it.
Yeah.
I heard another ref just yell, screaming. I'm seeing another 1-for-1 on Bad Boys, so that's 2 1-for-1s and 1 point.
And that's happened exactly the same thing that happened in the second point. 2 1-for-1s, which means
you're done.
You're done.
Unless you happen to get a couple good shots on the other team and they got 1-for-1s.
But honestly, they came strong out of the first point. They came strong, and honestly, they won the first point convincingly. But anyway, these guys are the future. I mean, these are all young kids, hungry, getting up experience, sucking up experience, and, you know, it's part of the game. And we will have penalties, and we'll continue having them, but, you know, you learn ways to avoid them.
Don't get shot.
Don't get shot, yeah, or ask for checks if you go to a corner. The Bad Boys Oz in the previous point went to the corner, got shot in the backpack, and didn't ask for a check and started shooting straight away. Yeah, that's a nice way. And they were in great position because the Russians, 2 of the Russians went to the corner on the opposite side.
Same corner?
Yeah, they were fighting over the same corner.
They made it? They both made it?
And no, well, since he got a 1-for-1, and they pulled out the second snake player, he couldn't shoot either of those, but it would have been an easy shot. So that's how sometimes paintball has got it. It got you if it happens. As we're looking onto the field now, the Dutch guys are already ready to go at it again. And of course, Majeure Moscow is a very experienced team. They've been here around for a long while, and they're familiar with podiums.
They are, and the one thing I did notice is a lot of other Russian players, Panchalev, they're in there helping them out in the pit.
Yeah.
So they've got a lot of experience, just a treasure trove of knowledge, both on the spectator side, coaching them, and then here on the pit side, you know, giving them pointers on what to do, what they're seeing, what adjustments they think they should be making. So that's always good to see. Other teams helping, you know, their fellow countrymen out.
And I think actually this is the team that I was talking about. I think this team on the left side, I think that's the girl. Yeah, that's the girl that I know that plays sometimes on the Russian teams, and she used to play for Kiev, I think Hulk
Okay.
Kiev, and now she's playing for Force Majeure Moscow, which is great to see. And I think, yeah, that's her, if I'm correct. And the Dutch asking for a check, being smart this time, and he got out. Now that's much better, but
So
1 for 1 on Force Majeure. 1 for 1 on Force Majeure.
Yeah, so tables have turned now. The Russians getting a minor penalty, a 1 for 1. It's going to take 2 players off the judo side. I see 3 of them walking off right now. They have a snake corner and no longer a snake insert.
No longer snake insert, so now it's a 4-on-1. Now let's see if they are smart enough to close this out the way they should. Playing it slow. He's just walking with his gun down. One of these Dutch guys put his gun down like, let me reload for this.
Reload when you can, not when you have to.
And they got him. They got him. And now they're fighting over who should buzz. It's like, you buzz.
Go. No, you go.
You go. No. And actually there were 4 alive. Wow. But that's not smart. Oh, well, finally. I mean, that's another thing. I mean, don't go off the field unless the point has been given.
Right.
Because that could cost you. It cost me once. That's why I know.
You did?
Yeah, I walked off the field, I got an out, and then we got a 1 for 1 behind it. But thank God we were 4. But I was benched for a few games for that.
Shelly, you ever have that happen to you? You walk on the field?
But I promise you it's a good reason to get benched. And honestly, I was hitting myself on the head going like, why did I do that?
Well, we almost saw Pantalev do it earlier, the game in the Open Division 1 final just now, a headshot. So that happened as well, didn't he? He literally finished the game off, got to the start gate, assumed the towel had been thrown, and then almost walked off the field before hitting the buzzer.
I think this is actually the team where the girl's playing on. You know, we're talking about the girl. I think that's her.
Yeah, she does. She plays for the Russian national ladies team.
Yeah.
She's a very strong Russian player.
And she used to play on Hulk Kiev, if I remember correctly. She played on Hulk before, and then Hulk Ukraine got. They didn't play as a team anymore, and then this year I've seen her on the podium last year a few times.
Yes, I think she's one of the only players on that team that can speak English. So she does all the
award ceremonies. Because
award ceremonies, yes. So she does all the speeches for the team. She's also a central player on the team as well.
Yes.
Very well, very good. Very tactical minded, and doesn't obviously she plays for higher teams. I think she's probably one of the highest ranked female players, individual female players in the Millennium Series.
Nice. Yeah. Congrats. I'd like to see hers play on CPL.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Anything's possible.
Oh well, and I think she could deserve it. She's playing really well.
So under 10 seconds to go. .5 is battle between Bad Boys OSS and Force Moscow.
Now actually OSS is a village in the Netherlands. It's Os. And it's a village like 20 kilometers from my home village. That's why I know.
Really?
Yeah, that's where I was born. I know Os pretty well. I sometimes go shopping there. So it's a nice little small Dutch village. Nice slide out to the corner. Now let's see if he can put it onto the back center. That's the shot you want to do.
I really like that he didn't go on the break and get shot. It was a nice move out there to the corner. Both teams full strength. No one getting shot on the break, so hopefully this point's a little more methodical.
Oh! The ref out too. And there comes a 1 for 1.
Yeah, the ref also fell over by doing that as well.
So 1 for 1 on the ref.
1 for 1 on the ref. And now let's see if they can pick him up. No, they didn't pick him up. He didn't overslide because it can be slippery in those corners.
Yeah, a little bit of mud there now. Now that the sun has come out.
Oh,
that's great shooting. That was the shot by the female player for Force Majeure.
Yeah. Well, the error was he should have jumped into the snake. I mean, he wasn't in the door of the snake, but that's experience again. You don't sit into an obstacle where you're an easy target if you're a snake player.
Yeah, if you find yourself in this Dorito on the snake side, there are very, very few things that can stop you from making it into the snake. And you see the Bad Boys OSS player making his move there now. So the only thing he really has to worry about is if the snake corner for Moscow steps out wide. Right? He's playing that bunker like, you know, he's going to get shot in the face by, I don't know who.
I think he's looking for the jump to make the jump.
Oh, he just has to go. But now there's no one shooting at him.
Yeah, but he's trying to get the back center.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't know that there's big move by Moscow to run all the way from the back center to the 50
And
Dorito.
there comes a 1-for-1. There comes, I think there's a 1-for-1 coming.
No 1-for-1, but it's a big old move.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is
yes,
now,
there is.
yeah.
Yes, there is. No, out 1-for-1. Yeah, because he thought he was overplaying. So now, play smart.
And she's going to be annoyed because that's 2 of her players getting penalties on her team.
And they shoot the last player. Way to go. And they pull it back. And now it's Bad Boys Us in the driver's seat.
You say that us?
Us. Yeah.
Us.
Bad Boys Us. Yeah.
Us.
Us?
Us.
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 Like US, but and then with
I
an
know,
O.
I'm just messing around now. Just want to keep hearing you guys say us.
Come on.
Us.
America, Jesus, freedom.
That was yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now it's just the 5th of July.
Now it's just a normal pleasant day.
Boo.
Boo. Hey, is there any state that is still the 4th?
No.
Okay. Not even Alaska? Nah.
No.
No.
Maybe this morning.
Yeah, this morning. This
When we
morning.
started.
Yeah, when we started.
That'd be nice.
Anchorage must have a very different time.
Yeah, well, I don't know. So living in Chicago, California is 2 hours behind. So if it's 8 o'clock and 6 o'clock there, I don't know what Anchorage is. I would love to go to Alaska. It's one of the states I would love to go to and check out, visit.
I'd love to see that, but in the summer, please, not in the winter. We have seen
Oh,
those winters.
I'll take either one. I love snow.
I love snow, but I love snow when I can ski on it. not when I have to do that, you know. I don't know how you call that. We call it Langlaufen, it's in German.
Cross country skiing?
Yeah, cross-country skiing. I'm not that much of a fan.
You want to go down a hill, not across the flat
yeah.
land.
Oh, and that, I think it was John. Was that John, or was that?
I don't know,
Pep?
but I think they had the camera on the wrong spot there, which was quite fun because.
That was Tom.
And
Mr.
prior to that,
Thumbleg.
wasn't it?
He's on camera duty. Ooh. So our big boss is on camera duty.
About time that dude got to work.
Yeah, he's doing nothing, sitting in his spot all the time, bossing everybody around. Even the poor Philip has to listen to him all day, so, you know.
Hey.
It's horrible. It's horrible. So, back to the game. Bad Boys Us in the driver's seat need 1 more point, and they will have done it. And last event, they became last. So that's a great performance.
Oh, it's a big performance for Bad Boys Oz. They've obviously changed it up massively in a lot of training prior to this event.
And they've listened to their coach, which is Alan Golding. So, and she went all the way to the corner, but she didn't make it. So, and there's another one, and a 1-for-1 coming. So now this is the point.
Loads of penalties here for force majeure.
Yeah, and now.
The female player is still on the field. She's playing back centre, crossing up the Eureka side.
Okay, so I thought she was the one running out to the corner.
Actually, her name's Max.
Max. Well, Max is still alive, but that accommodator's curse.
No, it's not her. She's still in there. It was doubled up back centre.
Wow, and the Bad Boys can smell it now.
Yep, she's the only player remaining. She's
And
out now.
that's and
yep, she's getting a lot of love.
she's getting a lot of love.
As Bad Boys are still the point.
Oh, guys, don't cheer each other. Stop cheering until the point's good.
Yeah, just wait a little bit. Just a little bit. There's enough of them on the field anyway. There's all 5 of them on the field, but the point's good. They win the game. They win the match. They win the SPL 2.
Way to go, Bad Boys Us. Oh, the towel was thrown? Okay.
I didn't hear it,
No.
honestly. And one of their players walked on the field.
Okay, now they can take their max off and celebrate. And way to go. And I can tell you, knowing from experience, those are the best wins. And
So
winning is the best win.
So
yeah.
Pitt's at the moment on the losing team. So there's the difference.
You're runner-up.
You're runner. Well, they're really fighting for general standings, and they will take first place after this event. So they're gutted to have lost against a bunch of kids, as they would say it. But at the same time, hey, those kids outsmart you and beat you, fair and square.
Yeah, you know what? And they beat themselves. You know,
Yeah.
with those penalties.
True.
I mean, in the situations on this field, if you get pulled out, especially on the Dorito side, you get 1 penalty for the runner out to the Dorito corner, and then that pulls your Dorito 1 player. That's going to hurt you because it's a tough field to get out. So
And they shot at the same time. They shot that back player, so
yeah,
then there's
switch
no
safe
more
turnover
outside.
shot,
So you got two inside bunkers that have to cross up and hope that they can get a kill, and
and
they
it's
didn't.
really hard to do.
So both teams, as they go out onto the field for their handshake here, and the finals of the SPL2 and Campaign Cup.
And oh, they're happy. They're happy. I love to see this. This is why we play this sport. And these guys in 5 or 10
I
years.
play it so I can shoot people. I don't know.
I do it for the window. But if you see these guys, come on, these guys will be the future of paintball, especially Dutch paintball. And which is needed. I mean, all these countries need, in England, you have Lucky 15s, and it didn't do too well because Lucky 15s finished 14th in this event.
No, yeah, and they've been playing very well this year, but yeah, they didn't do too well in their home event here at Campaign Cup.
But that's something with the British. You know what, you guys? Whenever we come to England, it's not ever that. Well, in the Nations Cup they do, but the local teams don't really perform that well, if I remember correctly.
They seem to get out the prelims and then don't go any
Yeah.
further. Yes.
And that's why they lost their first spot to Force Majeure in Moscow now, because
I'm interested to see how Manchester Firm have been doing in
Manchester
SPL1.
Firm? Oh well, I'll tell you that. I mean, that's easy.
I did see them geared up, so it looked like they were getting ready to play.
That's what, so did I. So I think they're the only English team left in the finals here on CPL field.
All it takes is one.
Yeah.
So for
Yeah,
now,
I think it's Manchester Firm versus Instinct.
okay, because I do see that Lieda 5-star has been kicked out, who were the first in
They got
seeds.
kicked